when I was a kid in my neighborhood, there was a very old, creepy house on the corner. And that house had an attic window in the shape of a triangle. In that house was an old woman, and her name was Mrs. McConkey. So when we were kids, we'd play around in that area. And in the summertime, when it would be like around 9 o'clock, it would be dark out, and Mrs. McConkey would pull the curtain by the attic and look out, and you'd make contact with her pale blue eyes. Very creepy. Anyway, years went by, and I was a junior in high school, and I went and purchased a laser, one of those red ones. And I was in my room, I had the lights off, and Mrs. McConkey's attic window was directly, diagonally across from where my room was. So I sat at the window, and I had the laser, and I'd make images, circles and stuff, right on the curtains up in her attic. And I did that for a while, and all of a sudden, the curtain swings back, and Mrs. McConkey's eyes make direct eye contact with me. Very scary, So, months went by, and it was springtime, and my family had gone down to the Cape, for the weekend, and I was home alone. So it was raining hard, and thunder and lightning and all that. And around 3 o'clock in the morning, the thunder woke me up. So I kind of got up, looked out the window, looking at the backyard, and we had an oak tree in the backyard. And I'm looking, and I'm kind of noticing a shape next to the oak tree. Like, what the hell is that? And as I'm looking, I make eye contact with Mrs. McConkey. She was standing in my backyard by the tree, looking at my window. And then all of a sudden, as she notices me looking at her, she pulls her hand out like this and starts she's pointing at me or something, very creepy. I was like, should I call the cops or something? I mean, you're a little kid basically in high school too, so you don't know what to do. Time went by after that. Nothing happened. I don't know. We didn't notice her for a long, long time. And somebody said that she had died. So they called up the cops, they knocked down the door, they went inside, no sign of a body, no sign of anything. To this day, nobody knows what happened to Mrs. McConkey. She just vanished. And if she were alive today, she'd be 105, so I don't think she's alive, but you never know.